The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Claude Makelele is, in my opinion, a player that revolutionised the role of the defensive midfielder. He highlighted the importance of the ugly side of the game.
The original, and still perhaps the best.
I'd say so. Many have tried to emulate him, but nobody's managed it.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And Torres! What about that from Fernando Torres?
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
I doubt very much that... Goes for a shot! Oh, what has happened here? And one more try! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
He's gone for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, smashing header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Fernando Torres. And that's been won straight back. Well, that pass isn't the best. Van der Vaart. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Torres might just make this. Now it's Bellingham. The less said about that pass, the better. And now they can clear their lines. Beckham. And it's Beckham. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And he can clear it away, and he's had it nicked away. Van der Vaart, it's a pretty loose pass. Well, there is a look that says it all, a piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he is slightly undercooked, that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Serginho's cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Fernando Torres. Torres! What about that from Fernando Torres? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the first 45 minutes are up. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
As it's time to announce today's
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And no, that was never going to make it. Mignon is there to clear. Beckham. Fernando Torres is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Rijkaard. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Threads one in. Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Torres. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the pass is intercepted. Tries to pass it through.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Passes short and sharp. Makaleli. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Out towards the flank. And it's Bellingham. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Torres. And Torres! What about that from Fernando Torres? He's got himself an absolute peach. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Fernando Torres! And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a high line, because there's nothing this guy relishes more than space to run into, and once he gets there, he's gone.
Yeah, I'd have picked a terrific header. And he's straight offside. Bellingham. Now he's got space here. That is ended up in no man's land. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Bellingham. And here's Torres. Haaland. Great chance! He's delivered all right! First blood drawn. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Van Basten. That's an imaginative pass. Lovely, now then. And he shoots! Sticks it away! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
One sweeping move. Big chance! He has done it! Into the lead once more. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Van Basten. And he's managed to gift it back. And that is a little undercooked. Baresi. Xavi Alonso. And it's Baggio. Baggio running with the ball. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
It's bounced back off the post. Eto'o! They've done it! They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Roberto Baggio. Now it's Van Basten. Bellingham. Vieira. There's the whistle for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
And if you do have a chance today, please
What
take
a
some
good
time
half.
out to give
They've
your
gone
support
blow
to
for
our
blow,
Better Stadium
and it's
Fund.
2-2.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Erling Haaland. Coming on to
And so we're off again.
Number 24,
We expected better, and so did he. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Eto'o tries a shot! Superb goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like...
He's gone for goal! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
So, can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Roberto Baggio. He's gone for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's really good defending. Bellingham looking understandably energised after his goal. Now it's Torres. Van der Vaart. Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Beckham. Van der Vaart. Rummenigge, a true great in every sense of the word. Now it's Bellingham. Chance! It's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
They forced the error and extracted the shot at goal! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And again they hit the front. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Borussia Dortmund get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Baggio is in a really good position out wide.
4 added minutes
Oh,
have been
some
indicated.
tackle that. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Van der Vaart. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Mohamed Salah. Borussia Dortmund do have a chance. And that's it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and welcome
The
to
fans have
today's
pulled out all
match.
the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive engine.
One of those who's become a cult hero for every club he's represented. Famously, of course, 3 years in Catalonia and 1 goal, the winner in a European final.
Yeah, well, who could forget that? But first and foremost, I see him as someone who always puts in an honest shift. He'll do everything his manager asks him to do.
There's the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And we have our very first corner. Zaire Emery with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Torres. Now it's Raul. Raul aimed beyond the defence. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Beckham. Nicely weighted ball. And he lines up up he goes! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Camavinga with the slide tackle there. This is their second corner of the game. Now the delivery. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, there's a probing ball. Fernando Torres. Torres! He scored! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, there's the clearance. Well, they've got it again. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Torres. And here's Mbappe. And he's well positioned. Can he finish? It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Rijkaard. Oh, this looks sharp.
2 added minutes has
Massaro
been indicated.
looking for a runner. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And the half-time whistle goes. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist
And
change
now I'd
at this
just like
stage.
to read out our fan club members.
It
who are
has been
celebrating
a
their birthdays
remarkable
today.
contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time.
Substitution.
And we're underway again. Van Belten. Rijkaard. And that is as far as they're going to go. The referee's awarded a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Tries to pass it through. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rice. Now it's Keane. That ball looks a good one. Raul picks it up out wide. And that's